How's she going, eh? For you Detroiters, that's a reference you will quickly recognize. But for the rest of you, that's a shout out to our friends in the Great White North, our Canadian brethren, and to Simple Fishing, RLM Elite. This is the Pike box, boys. This is my favorite box, bar none. Stay tuned and you're going to see why. Welcome back to No Redemption Outdoors, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me today in the cave. And yes, we are doing another box opening. Today it is the RLM Elite Pike box from Simple Fishing. Before I get started, there's a couple things I need to do. First things first, I gotta get this hat off. It's a salute to our good friends in Canada, but frankly, it's too warm, so you'll have to forgive me. Second, I want to draw your attention to the link above. That is our 3-minute grab bag giveaway. We do that every Saturday. And those of you who are new to the channel, I really encourage you to get over there and check that out. I have a giant duffel bag that I have filled with baits that I reach in once a week and I grab one out and we give it away. Come back every Saturday. You could be the winner, and any given Saturday you could be the winner. So really, get over there and check that out. I think you'll be very pleased you did. And with that, let's go on and get into this box. Now, as I get ready to open this box, I want to say my name is NRO, and I am a pike fisherman. Now, many have encouraged me to join a 12-step program to deal with that, but quite honestly, I have no intention of doing so. I love pike fishing. I make no apologies for that. And therefore, this is my favorite box. Not only because of the great value that it offers, but because it's directed to us pike fishermen. Now, this is an every other month box, so we get this every 2 months. They also have a bass box I just signed up for, so I'm going to, when I get that, I will do a box opening on that. If it's of anything near the quality that the pike box is, I think I'll be extremely pleased. Let's go ahead and get this box open so you can see what my excitement's all about. And as we always do, I'll give you the first look. All right. Right on the top, we have the Elite Angler insert. And as you can see, this provides a variety of interesting tips and tricks. Also, it looks like a recipe for pike. Did you know pike is excellent eating? A lot of people don't know that, but it is. It's top quality. So here's a great recipe for that. I will check that out. Ice fishing for pike. You know, it is February. Oh my God. The pike fishing through the ice is phenomenal. All right, so that is their insert. That's the Elite Angler. Also, we have the What's in the Box card. Give you a good look at that. Now, I should point out this, because this is a Canadian company, all the pricing that they provide is in Canadian dollars. When I did my value analysis, stay tuned at the end for that, I did it based on what was available in US dollars. So we'll talk about that as we go along. I'll quote both prices. All right. First things first, in the box we have the Smithwick Pro Rogue. Now this is fashioned after their venerable Rattling Rogue. The difference being that the Pro Rogue offers a few unique colors over and above what is offered by the Rattling Rogue. But let's go ahead and get this opened up. I can tell you that this is 0 to 6 foot diving. It's 4.5 inches in length, 3/8 ounce in weight. Whoops. There we go. Good look. Wow, I love the texture on that. Let me see if I can get you a look at that. Hopefully you can see that. Wow, a lot of detail in the texture, the color. I like the color on that. I'm hooked. One of the things they tout is that this is guaranteed to run true right out of the box. There's no adjustments needed. Let me see if I can give you there are rattles. There's a weight transfer system in it. I would troll this, but they do recommend that you can use this any number of ways. You know, the way you would any jerk bait. You can slow roll it. You can give erratic jerk bait type retrieval. Or, like I say, you control it. And being that this is a pike bait, these things slay pike. They do. These jerk baits, when you troll them, they just do. So this is a nice looking bait. That's the Smithwick Pro Rogue. The color on that is minnow. And this is going for, oh my, $7.79. This is going for $7.79 US and $10.85 Canadian. Okay. Next, we have the Lucky Strike 3-inch live spoon. Now, this is a Canadian company. And as you know, if you've been following this channel, I'm a big advocate of spoon fishing, especially for pike. You can fish this any number of ways. Let me go ahead and open this up. Boy. We're going to deal with this properly. There we go. Okay, here we go. First and foremost, it has a photorealistic finish. And indeed, that is quite impressive. And the color on this is white crappie, I think is the, yeah, white crappie. It's a 3/4 ounce spoon, by the way. And it's got a crane swivels. Now, I assume that's the brand. All right. It's got 3X nickel treble hooks. I don't know the maker. I apologize for that. But it appears to be very good quality, and it's a very sticky hook. It's got this red accent there. And the best way to use this is, as with any spoon, you can throw it out and let it flutter down, or you can, in my case, I will troll it for pike. There are 4 sizes, by the way, this is offered in, as well as 6 colors. So that's the Lucky Strike 3-inch live spoon, 3/4 ounce, and this is going for $9.99. All right. Let me get my knife out of here. Next up, we have the Reaction Strike. This is a big boy right here. Reaction Strike XRM 120. They call this a rip bait. I've not heard the term before, rip bait. To me, this is just a gargantuan jerk bait. It's a suspending bait. Again, geez, oh Pete, what is the deal? Me and packages. Honest to God, guys, honestly, I apologize. There we go. Wow, look at the color on that. That is phenomenal. Let's see, what is the color? That's Aurora Black. Hopefully you can see that. That is really cool. All right, this has got weight transfer system. Very loud knocking. Can you hear that? This thing you could cast about a country mile. Get hooked on everything. It's got katana hooks, by the way, and hence the reason they're so sharp. These are good quality hooks. What else can I tell you? It's 4.8 inches and 1 ounce. So again, I'm going to troll this. That's the way I'm going to fish this. Oh, you can fish it like you would most traditional jerk baits. Cold, clear water, anytime the fish are lethargic, etc., etc. But this, because it's quite large, and I suspicion that the action on this will very much mimic like a Rapala jerkbait, which is what I, normally use to troll for pike. I think this will have a similar action on a larger scale. So that's the way I'm going to fish this, and that is the Lucky Strike 3-inch. I'm sorry, the Reaction Strike XRM 120, and that is going for $10.99. All right. Next, we have Fanatik Boxer 4.5 inch. The color on this is 005. I don't know that color, but it resembles watermelon is what it looks like to me. Or, in the tradition of No Redemption Outdoors, it could just be declared green pumpkin. Notice the ribbing on this. This will provide very nice, bubbles and action in the water. They discovered very coincidentally that this makes for a great top water bait. They didn't design it as such. It's a paddle. It's a paddle tail. And so most people will fish this the way you would any paddle tail, whether it be swimming it, whether it be as a trailer, on a jig, whatever the case may be. But apparently, quite serendipitously, they discovered that this works as a phenomenal topwater bait. I read a little story about it, which is interesting. So it's a different way to fish something like this. I wouldn't have considered, but apparently it works well. They also have what they call eatable scent. And what that really amounts to is a secret activator plus salt. All right. So that is the Fanatik Boxer 4.5. That is going for $5.49 for a 4-pack. Okay. All right. Next up, let me flip the page here. We have the Lucky Bug J F-Bomb. Now this happens to be a glow-in-the-dark jerkbait. I have not used a glow-in-the-dark jerkbait before. I'd be very interested to see how that goes. This is a 4.3 inch. The color on this is Red Tiger. Go ahead and open her up. This has what they call Trimax technology, which they define as a combination of a very unique vibrational pattern that this bait will give off, together with its color scheme. That combination is supposed to maximize its effectiveness, and they call that Trimax technology. It's a floating jerkbait, so if you get it down to a certain depth, if you stop, it's going to float upwards. The best way to do this is throw it out, retrieve it very erratically. Again, you control it, which is what I would probably do. Although, some of our local lakes, this will be great just casting it out and retrieving it in the way you would a jerkbait. It'll pull in the pike, I guarantee it. All right. So this is the Lucky Bug J F-Bomb 4.3, and it's going for $11.99. All right. Next up, now this is very interesting to me. This is the Mustad double stinger hook. Now normally I don't get this intrigued by a package of hooks, but this is very, very different. Let me open this up. This is it's an interesting concept. Let me give you a look at this. So at first blush, it looks like a frog hook, right? But it has this, what they call a reverse keeper. And so the way they demonstrate this, when I looked it up online, is that you will tie this on to a length of leader, whether it be fluoro, mono, whatever the case. In my case, I might try a steel leader if I'm using this for pike. But you use a leader of varying length, and then depending on the bait that you're hooking up, and so I'm going to grab one real quick, off camera here. This, just a random thing I'm grabbing off the board here. But this is something I got at Ollie's, and this is something I might try using for pike, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what you do here. All right, so where you might put this on a swim jig, for example, you would then tie this on using a length of leader to the swim jig so that you could position it back here. So imagine, if you will, the swim jig up here, and then you tie this on via this length of leader, and then what you would do is hook this in, cording, like so, and that gives you these hooks in the back, so that you extend your reach here of strikes. If they're striking at the back of the bait, then you're going to get them right there. All right, and that's the way you use these. Now, I'm not familiar with these, but that is really cool. I like that. Let's see, what else? They call that stunted hook, by the way. And it's black nickel. That really interesting to me. I'll definitely be trying these out. So that's the Mustad double stinger going for $6.99. That is pricey. $6.99 for, what is it, 4 of them? That is pricey, but very interesting concept. I'm not familiar with it. It's new to me. What do you guys think? Have you seen that before? It's very cool. All right. And then lastly, we have some braid. This is the Fanatik braided line. This happens to be 100 meters. Number 1. I don't know what that means exactly. Let's see if it tells me the weight of it. Number 1 is 0.16 millimeters. Boy, I'll tell you, I don't know what pound test this equates to, but this is the classic PE, self-evident, right? This is going for $11.99. And I always appreciate braid. You can never get enough fishing line, and especially braid. I go through it, and I always appreciate getting some. All right? So that's Fanatik, classic PE, braided line, $11.99. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are now, oh, one last thing. Sorry. We have the sticker, the Elite Angler sticker. Cool little sticker. All right. With that, let's get into our value analysis. As you know, we do this with every box opening. So let me move this out of the way. And I'll take you along with me. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items in the box, for a total value of $65.23 US dollars. Now, I must apologize to you at this very moment because I just realized I didn't quote the Canadian prices as I was going. So let's do that really quickly. I want to be able to do this for our Canadian friends. I apologize again, but let's do this real quickly. The Smithwick went for $10.85 Canadian, $7.79 US. The Lucky Strike 3-inch spoon went for $9.40 Canadian, $9.99 American. The Reaction Strike XRM 120, is that what it was called? Is going for $14.04 Canadian and $10.99 US dollars. The Fanatik Baits Boxer 4.5 is going for $7.01 Canadian and $5.49 American. The Lucky Bug JF Bomb is going for $12.99 Canadian, $11.99 American. That happens to be what I was able to find it for. The Mustad Double Stinger Hook is going for $6.99 US, and it's going for $7.99 Canadian. And then lastly, the Braid, Fanatik Baits Braid, $11.99, and that's going for $12.76 Canadian. All right. Now, I didn't total this up for the Canadians. I apologize for that, guys, and shame on me because that just means I wasn't prepared. But all that being said, the U.S. value is $65.23. The cost U.S. is $45.64. The cost for our Canadian friends is $55. So right now, $55 Canadian, I just looked it up. The exchange rate brings the cost for us U.S. citizens to $43.64, meaning that the added value in this box for U.S. buyers is $21.59. That equates to a return of 49.5%. And just about by any measure, that's very strong. Now, when you add in my subjective love for this box and for the species of fish that it targets, I mean, this to me is a home run, and it may not be one for all of you, but that being said, I'm just pulling it out there. I love this box. I'm biased to this box because I love it, and I think it delivers an awesome value, especially because we're buying with US dollars, and we get the advantage in the exchange. Now for my Canadian friends, I bet if I ran through this and used all the Canadian totals, the return would be similarly impressive. That would be my guess. And again, I apologize to you. I promise on the next video I will take that extra step and do that value analysis in Canadian dollars for those of you from our Great White North. All right. With that, let's wrap it up. I will invite you to drop comments down below. I really want to hear what you guys think about this box. And also, I'm going to encourage you to stop over to Instagram, say hi. Drop down below, subscribe, hit the thumbs up if you like what we're doing. I really, really am grateful for all of your support. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, guys. And I'm going to park the plane back in the hangar. And I'm going to say, until we meet again, take care.
Jag är somalier och jag rappar mina rätter, ey. 15 000 det är bara mina fetter, ey. Jag är somali, rappar Mali.